said he liked the way I play my guitar. He was looking for a similar sound, trying to sell it to the suits in Midtown. And it might be nothing, but it might be something good.
And see her give me the finger.
You weren't paying attention.
I'm the talent.
No, you're the smart one.
I'm the talent.
Oh, you are the talent.
The producer cowtails to the talent.
Okay.
Because without the talent.
We're back. And you threw me off, and I don't remember the day now. Thanks a lot. It's day 19?
Yeah.
Woo! Came back, luckily. Thank goodness.
All right. Special whiskey today. Special bourbon today.
Oh.
Probably one of, toasted, Elijah Craig toasted barrel is a tough bourbon to find, even for millennials. This one's even harder to find. Henry McKenna, 10-year-old.
I bet it's easy for me to find.
You think?
Maybe. Maybe not.
Oh, I thought it was easy to find.
It's missing. Where is it? There is no Henry.
It's hard to find. I've told you that.
So where is it? Oh, you're a stinker.
It's called theatrics. Need a glass.
I got it.
So Henry McKenna, 10-year-old, single barrel, bottled in bond, Kentucky bourbon. So this one actually is from Kentucky.
Ooh.
So little story about this bourbon. Go back 4 years ago. We started watching, maybe it was 3 years ago, a show on YouTube called The Whiskey Vault. So I highly recommend it. I said this last year. So we only got, a few days left of this, and you're all going to have this void of daily whiskey programming. So if you check out The Whiskey Vault, it's a couple guys, Daniel and Rex.
Yep.
We've met them a few times. We've actually hung out with them down in Austin, Texas. They do a daily whiskey review, but when they first came on, they would talk about this whiskey, and Daniel was like a big Scotch drinker and not much into bourbon, but kept talking about this bourbon. So I go into Total Wine, and there it is, $24.99. All on the shelf.
Nice.
Bought one, liked it, went back, bought a couple more. Started to get a little popular. It's just kind of hit and miss, but you could still find it quite a bit. And then probably 2 or 3 years ago, it won Bourbon of the Year, and I think the San Francisco Spirits Contest. And ever since then, it's you just very rarely ever find it. I was lucky; it was in a couple. Would stop in different liquor stores when I travel around for work, and found one, found two, found a third one.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm like, we can put this in the calendar this year.
Yeah.
Really hard to find whiskey because I have 2 other ones back there that were for me. If I only had the 3, I wouldn't be giving it to you savages. But now you're lucky if you can find it, and they're charging you $40-$45.
Yeah.
So I've seen it as high as like 90.
Wow.
Which, once you taste it, you decide. But so I have had this one before. Really enjoy it. Henry McKenna comes from Heaven Hill Distillery in Texas. I think I said 50 horsepower, $45 is what you should typically be able to find it at now. It is a single barrel, so on every label you'll see the barrel number that it came from. This is barrel number 7,278.
Ooh.
It was barreled on 5/29/09, which means it would have gone, well, that's when it went into the barrel, so it was poured, dumped on 5/20/2019. Henry McKenna is named after an Irish immigrant who worked at the Heaven Hill Distillery.
Huh.
So, Nose, Ann, what do you get?
I got big vanilla.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Very sweet. Some brown sugar and vanilla.
I get
I get a little. Oh, go ahead.
No.
I get a little floral note at the end, like a little. I don't know.
Hibiscus?
Maybe
I don't know what
hibiscus
that
don't really
smells like.
smell. They
I
don't
don't
really
know.
smell.
Okay, my turn. To me, and we had this last year, so we may get into this discussion, maraschino cherry.
Maraschino cherries.
Maraschino cherry
No.
on a very rich vanilla ice cream,
Yeah.
like a Haagen-Dazs.
Okay, George.
It kind of like it's melting together, and you're getting that spoon, and it's like right before it gets in the gullet, you get that smell of it, and you're like, "Whoa, that's what I'm getting."
So maybe you smell maraschino cherry.
Maraschino.
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 No.
Maraschino.
I think they should vote how you
Okay.
say it.
You people,
Stop,
vote down
George.
below. Ah, yeah, honey, caramel.
Yep.
The oak's definitely in there, but it's not over
Yeah,
the
but
top.
no, I can barely smell
It's
it.
muted.
Which means maybe I'll taste it, but. Oh, good mouthfeel.
Sweet. You know, this is a 10-year-old
Yeah.
bourbon. So to me, anything gets up around 10 years, from the inside of your tongue out is that dryness, that astringency, and that's from the barrel aging. But in a certain way, it makes you want to go back for more because you have this dryness in your mouth, and you're like, hey, I need to satisfy this dryness.
Yeah.
Let me drink some more.
But I almost feel like this is going to sound weird, probably, that it's like I've never had this happen when I've tasted. It like evaporates. It feels like off the once it gets to the back sides of my tongue, it like the whatever I tasted on the front is completely gone.
Yeah.
Does that sound weird?
No, I see. But I think I totally get what you're talking about. You don't get that long, deep finish,
Yeah.
but the finish stays near the front.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it tends to, I think, kind of just real quickly spread and coat. But it's you got the barrel spice in there. Definitely honey. It's got a sweetness to it. A little bit thin.
Yeah.
You know, it's not the heaviest or oiliest of bourbons, but bourbons in general
They
aren't
usually
real.
aren't they?
No. And the thing with Henry McKenna is each barrel is going to taste a little bit different because they're single barrel. And this one, I have another one that's open in the back, and I sip on every once in a while. But that one, I always get peanut brittle
Oh.
in that whiskey.
Yeah.
This one, I don't get it. It's very clean. It's very, I guess, just kind of that blank canvas of a bourbon. And that sounds bad because I really like it. But the interesting thing is, so we had 3 different bottles to fill out the calendars, and each one of them is a different barrel. So
So what they're tasting
yeah,
could be
what you're
different
tasting
than
could
what
be
we're
different.
tasting.
So you could be getting totally different
Oh.
notes on it. And you know, I joined Billy and the boys for a tasting the other night. So all of you could have totally different tasting notes on this
Yeah.
whiskey when you go through it on this bourbon because they're 3 different barrels. Now,
There we go.
doesn't mean that one bottle is one barrel because you
Right.
get about 300 or 400, probably about 280 bottles out of a bourbon barrel diluted down to 50%. But I think when I looked at them, all 3 of them had different barrel numbers
Barrel
on
numbers. Yeah.
them. So
That would make sense because you didn't buy them all in the same place, did you?
no. So this one, I really enjoy this one. I really, really, really enjoy it at $25. $45, I think it's good. It's still a 10-year-old bourbon. But, you know, you can get a Knob Creek that's 9 years old for $30. So if you really love this one and you want to hunt it down, you know, for the sake of having a Henry McKenna, 10-year-old, go for it. But, I mean, I always try to have one because I enjoy it.
Yeah.
It is good whiskey, but I would never pay $80, $90 for one
Or
of these.
one. Yeah. Even with the name Henry.
Now I'm really getting the brown sugar. Pour some sugar on me in the name of love.
I'm looking at the Tanager back there.
You know it has 9 arms and sucks, right?
What?
Def Leppard. That's bad.
That is bad.
That's bad.
You might have some fans out there.
I still like their music, but
Yeah.
anyways, I went with the song. All right, so a couple things. First, shout out. We're going to shout out to Erin and her family who all joined us this year. Christmas presents. John, Jack, and Greg. Greg, you're probably the coolest because that's like the best name ever, even though you only spell it with 2 G's, one at the front, one at the back, where
You
I've
get
got
3.
3.
Yeah.
That's like Greg on the next level. But glad you guys are here. Hope you're enjoying it. The last thing we got before the shout out is we're thinking about doing a live stream video, live tasting with everybody. I think I can figure out the technology. I know I can't reach out to the Morgans, the millennials.
No,
for
they
any
won't be
help 'cause
helping as much.
They don't even know to turn the damn phone to the side.
They're a little like me when it comes to technology, I think.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
one's from Kentucky and the other one's,
Yeah. But the 3 of us take care of people. That's the difference.
I do it all.
Yeah.
But anyway, so we're thinking about the 23rd. So that would be Jameson 18. So next to last night of the whiskey calendar, obviously the 24th, Christmas Eve. I know you'd all want to spend that with us.
Probably.
But, you know, 23 days of drinking, your family probably needs you at that point.
Yeah.
I know Allison will probably So I want you to be with your family on Christmas Eve. So if you're up for it, put some comments down below or over on the Facebook page. Let us know. And we're looking at probably 8:30, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So that lets our West Coast folks join us if they want to without drinking on the job. But yeah, let us know. Be fun. Answer questions. Tell me how awesome I am. Which I know my brothers will do in the live,
they'll be
live
all
comment.
over it.
You get to comment and stuff. I'll read the ones I like. The ones I don't, I'll completely ignore.
But I'll read.
And not address them. Anyways. All right, so we did the shout out. We talked to you about the live stream.
Yep. Check. It's time to say farewell for tonight. All right. May your hearts stay young, the whiskey be old, the cork loose, and the adventures bold. Cheers.
See you tomorrow.
And it might be nothing, but it might be something good.